Hello, everybody, and welcome to our first show match of the weekend. We have Team Pocket Cookies taking on Team MTV. I am here, your host with the most demos, and with me here today, we have Mr. Potato, and I forgot to update the overlay, so take it away, Potato, while I do that.
Good work, Demo. Anyways, as he said, we got Team MTV and Pocket Cookies. We've got some very rudimentary picks coming in. I noticed, and for any new listeners and watchers, we, of course, do all of our picks beforehand using Pro Draft. And I've noticed that all of the champions picked came out before, I believe, Season 6. So I thought that was a little interesting. But other than that, pretty basic team comps. Nothing too exciting going on. We do have a Dr. Mundo coming into the playing field. And as many of you longtime listeners know, the simpler a champion is, the more I enjoy watching him and casting him. So that's why I always favor champions like Dr. Mundo and Cho'Gath. And rest in peace, Nunu. But other than that, pretty simple bands coming through. You got Kai'Sa Lux, and there's going to be a J-Span coming in from Team MTV. And then on the other side, you see Oriana, Leona, and Warwick band away. So nothing really shocking there. Demos, do you have any notes on why they might have banned the champions they might have?
Unfortunately, I didn't get to do much prep before this match, but it seems to me like Team MTV here on the blue side is really afraid of those poke champions, banning out 3 of them, while on the other hand, the red side really afraid of hard engage with the Leona and Warwick banned out.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. Although I think you got it mixed up, and it's Team MTV that's banning away all of the hard engage champions, and Pocket Cookies banning away poke champions. But yeah, I do agree. Team MTV does seem to be avoiding the hard engage champions that can really disrupt any of the team fight capabilities and engage tools that MTV. Wait. Oh, wait, am I in? Oh, it looks like No. I'm right. I'm right.
You're right.
Yeah.
I'm
So,
wrong. MTV is Riverside.
um, so MTV is trying to focus on getting their Ash really fed, Astral. So they're putting a lot of effort and champions and resources into that front line with the Scion, with the Rammus, and even somewhat the Cassidon. So they really don't want any champions to be able to get into the back line very easily, which is why they've also banned away uh, the. Wait a second.
Is that a Timo band coming out that I'm seeing?
Okay.
It's not something that you see every day, but he has been showing a little bit of dominance in solo queue, especially against champions like Mundo. But I don't know. They might just want their Mundo to be able to split push, and they're afraid of Timo really snuffing that strategy.
Yep. Timo can be very oppressive in lane, especially. Well, I guess Dr. Mundo does have tools he's able to utilize to counter that. But even then, it is still pretty annoying to deal with.
Absolutely, and we have Nami and Janna coming out here at the end, rounding out our draft phase. Looking at this, it looks like we have a lot of hard engage, no matter how hard they tried to stop it, on the side of MTV. With the Ashe and the Rammus and the Scion, they're just going to press their R buttons and, spin on you, and there's not going to be much you can do. But with the Janna coming out here at the end, should be able to snuff at least some of that little bit of engage, at least from the Rammus. But overall, it seems like we have a pretty nasty engage comp heading up against a pit comp with this Nocturne and Ari.
Yep. I it there's not really a team that I'd put ahead over the other one, as both of these teams are pretty well crafted. The only separating factor between these teams is going to be how well they're able to perform. So if one team is able to execute on their team comp better than the other team, then of course they're going to be able to pull ahead.
Most definitely. I think probably the most important thing for both these teams is being able to get their engage off first. If the Ashe arrow comes out before Nocturne can ult, or vice versa, the receiving team is going to have a very difficult time disengaging and snuffing that.
Yes, sir. Although it does seem like their snuffing tools can be pretty useful. So in the end, it's really difficult to say whether or not the other team's engaged tools will be successful. Uh, do you have any closing thoughts before we throw it back over to some music?
Not particularly. I'm really interested to see how these two team comps play out on the Rift, and with that, we're going to swap back to a quick break screen while we wait for the spectator delay. Don't go anywhere. We will be back in a little over 2 minutes.
All right.
How do you like my guns? Shock and ah.
And welcome back.
We
We had a slight issue there where the client messed up and I had to reconnect, but other than that, we are good to go. So I'm going to jump right out the gate introducing these teams here. On the blue side, Team MTV, we have Print, Stack, Trace playing Psy on top. Inia playing the Rammus Jungle. Damien on the Cassidon, taking Fleet Footwork, mind you. Astral on Ash, and I'm going to butcher this, but Bojovnik on the Nami.
Perfect. And then on Team Pocket Cookies, we've got B Crow League. Yeah, we'll go with that. Tide T or B Crow League on Dr. Mundo in the top lane. Tide T on Nocturne in the jungle. Ardor Maiden on Ari in the mid lane. Bowser Guy 62 on Misfortune in the ADC position, and joining him will be Tiny Panther on Janna in the support position. And this is not the NA Staff show match as the
right.
stream title.
I'm it right now.
Anyways, so far we're just seeing typical start patterns, typical laning. You got some trading going on in the top lane. Both of the top lane champions are going to be queuing each other. B Crow League will hit 2 first, though, and gets a powered auto attack off onto Stack Trace. You know, Mundo is such an impressive lane nowadays. You can just spam, well, not just nowadays, but you're able to spam Qs and just really disrespect your opponent and make that lane a living hell for you.
Absolutely. I just want to talk about this for a minute here, even though directed camera's not going to it. But we may have old champion, but we have new meta right here. We have Cassidon with Fleet Footwork. Something that's been coming out a little bit just to help him sustain in lane as he gets his items. I'm really interested to see if he can play it right.
Yeah, you know, it's not often you see, or not something that I've seen a lot, especially in silver and high silver. But that's besides the point. It has been proven to be pretty good, professionally and in higher elos. So we'll see if Damon is able to make it work here in this learning path show me.
Absolutely, and MF getting poked out a little bit down here.
Yeah.
Interesting thing, neither of these AD carries went
Oh, hold that thought. Inia coming in onto B Crow League, getting the taunt into the knockout. B Crow League forced flash away.
Interesting little gank there, no wards coming out.
Oh, in the bottom lane, Bowser Guy getting taken out after Bojovnik getting a good bubble off. First going over to Bojovnik, and then B Crow League getting ganked once again in the top lane. Taunt coming in to slow, and then the Q knocking him up. Prince Stack Trace picks up second kill of the game, short succession.
And these guys really do not want me to talk, getting 2 kills right out the gate. As I was saying there, Mundo not dropping his ward early on really cost him burning his flash, and then again he went to ward and it was just too little too late. Timing was off and he died.
Man, Bowser Guy is being really greedy going for Bojovnik, ignoring Astral getting the trade as well. You know, that's something about about just playing this game. You gotta have vision, and if you don't, you have to respect the fact that you don't. That the enemy jungler could very well be coming in gank.
And Mundo can go where he pleases, but unfortunately for him, he's not level 6 yet. He hasn't gotten to that point. he has to be a little bit more cautious of the speedy Rammus coming in.
Absolutely. So already you're seeing Team MTV taking pretty commandeering lead of about 1,000 gold ahead of Team Pocket Cookies, and they look to extend that even more as Bowser Guy forced to flash out of an engage, almost getting killed.
Yeah, it was really close there, and you know he's gonna have to recall there instead of being able to stay in lane because he did go for that Doran's Blade instead of the shield. He's half of Ash's CS right now, and it looks like he ends up staying, and we might have something going on here.
Yeah, you see the Nocturne coming in. Astral forced to flash and heal away. Tai T locking on. The exhaust comes through, but Tai T picks up the kill. Regaining a bit of that lost gold, and now you see Damon going in, hitting level 6. Arter Maiden, no mana, but will just be able to escape by walking away.
And I'm being told I'm a little too quiet. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about that right now. We're in game, so I'm just gonna talk louder. How about that?
There you go. Anyways, now you see that kill that Tai T got is pretty useful. It's shortening the gold, or the gap between the two teams to around 300 gold. So another kill would be enough to even it out. You see the gold that's, the balance is mostly in the, actually, where is this gold coming from? Because there's a lead somewhere. Anyways, Tai T is coming in for a gank on Damon. Arter Maiden did not seem prepared for that gank. And Damon is able to just escape by using Rift Walk and is able to continue laning as usual.
So after checking real quick, I can confirm that this gold lead's actually coming from Nocturne up about 2 camps in the jungle, as well as a kill to an assist of Rammus.
Yeah, and because of that, you know, this team is not as far back as they could have been, because you have that gold in. All you really need now, it looks like it's roughly 2 kills now, but even then, after losing First Blood and getting another kill, the amount of lane pressure that MTV could be exerting should be enough to be able to get their team extra CS over their enemies. So you should begin to start seeing more drastic gold leads as that first and second blood goes down. You just have that pressure that you're able to get that causes the enemy not to be able to get gold. The Crowley forced to use his ultimate in order to stay alive.
And I just want to note a small thing, really interesting. Nocturne giving over his blue buff to Ahri on the mini-map there, I believe. Knowing that he'll get his 6 off of the Wolf Camp, and being able to give that buff over to Ahri. So having kind of a bit of difficulty in this lane against a Fleet Footwork cast.
Yeah, it is pretty interesting how Kassadin, even with the jungle pressure from oh, hold that thought, Tiny Panther gets taken out after a gank from Ania. That's definitely not good for Team Pocket Cookies. Now you see Arter Maiden using Ignite onto Damon, looking for a kill, doesn't have any abilities up, uses the ultimate, but forces the flash out of Damon. That's really not good for Team Pocket Cookies in the bot lane. They're 2 kills down now. The amount of pressure that Astral and Bojovnik should be able to exert right now, Bowser Guy and Tiny Panther are going to have a very tough time being able to get any CS if Astral and Bojovnik play this correctly.
Absolutely, and those ganks are going to keep coming in. You can see on the minimap down there on the bottom side that the vision is dominated by the blue team here. Pocket Cookies unable to even walk into the river to get vision. As I say that, Jenna is actually doing it right now. So scratch.
Yeah, and that's something that should be punished. See the support going out of lane, so you know that you have a good... Oh, and there it is. You see the ultimate coming in for Bojovnik, exhaust. Panther, Tiny Panther trying to run away, and will manage to escape. Ultimate coming in for Tai T in the top lane, forcing the flash out of Prince, stack Trace, and then the ultimate blocked by Tai T. Then B Crowley picks up the kill, and of course the passive will come back and won't be enough to do anything.
Coming in here.
We do. You see Damon coming in with Ania. Tai T is very close, but B Crowley will be taken out pretty shortly after.
And again, that You know, they went for a play, they got it, but because they don't have any vision in this river at all, they had no idea that Cassidy and Rammus were coming. Mundo just overstaying a little bit too long.
Oh, Bojovnik, very low. Heal forced out of Ash. Yeah, that's something that you're starting to see again from MTV. Or excuse me, from Team Pocket Cookies. They're not respecting the lack of damage or the black vision. And here again, you see Ardor Maiden getting killed but don't need to die just because you don't put a ward in the river. And you're going so far forward, of course you're going to get ganked. And especially considering the fact that you don't know where the enemy is. They're able to... And here you see Tai T going in where he doesn't have vision. And he's going to get punished and eventually killed for it. This is a problem that Team Pocket Cookies gotta fix this game.
Yeah, and there's no sooner time than right now. They should be, you know,
Yeah.
as they're reviving, buying these pink wards. You see Ari did not pick one up, has a trinket ward at least. But the gold lead's extended to a little over 2,000 gold now just because they haven't respected this Rammus 5 kill participation.
Yeah, and you can see right now, Team MTV has 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 red wards in their inventory. I think 1 or 2 on the map. And Team Pocket Cookies has 1 red ward. 0 or 1 on them. 2 on the map, excuse me. But even then, that's an unsat. Oh no! Tiny Panther flashing into a bubble.
And
That's
that
just
is
a
a
mechanic
support solo
play.
kill.
Yeah, that's
Again,
not
though,
something.
can't stress
happen.
it enough. Face checking to try to get vision.
Yeah, you're not able to face check. And especially now, when you're already 4 kills and now 5 kills behind, you're not able to run into the enemy and look for them. You have to be able to be proactive to get wards down, preventing yourself from getting surprised when the enemy shows up for king. And not just that, but also not being too forward to allow yourself to... And here you see Tai T. Oh no!
Nobody
Misses
saw
the
that
flash. He smites the dragon for health, but Damon will pick up the kill. That seems like it's going to be a free Ocean Drake. The ultimate comes in from Bowser Guy, but he's forced to flash and heal. Dodges the Ash Arrow, but now you see Damon going ham for it, but alas, Bowser Guy will be able to escape. That just hurts to see. Then you have Bowser Guy, or B Crow League in the top lane, forced to use his ultimate, going up pretty hard on Prince Stack Trace. Wouldn't be shocked to see an ultimate out of him offensively. Here you go. And now you have the Q coming in, but B Crowley is Dr. Mundo. He has that health, and he has Fammy's Cinder, so he's getting that immolate damage onto Prince Stack Trace. Oh, man. This 3-person tower rush coming in from Team MTV.
Yeah, doing the
Tai
smart
T
thing here.
getting the challenging smite, getting a bit of pressure. But now you see the combo getting burned on him. He spell shields it. Taunted is Tiny Panther. Ultimate coming in from Tai T. Does not have a lot of damage. Bojovnik flashes away. And then Ash will flash away and pick up the kill. No, Bojovnik. But even then, that's a misplay from Tai T. You're 7 kills behind. Can't be playing aggressively like this. Bowser Guy, friends going in for the engage. Not Bowser. Astral gets the kill.
And that's just not a tower you can try to hold there. Your AD carry isn't there yet. Your support gets taunted and you decide to ult in. It's just a really weird play. It feels to me like Tai T realizes the game is snowballing out of control and really wanted to make something happen, but unfortunately he just doesn't have the damage right now, only with Red Smite Tiamat at 14 minutes compared to Rammus's full Cinderhulk.
Yeah, this is pretty brutal to watch. It just seems like Team Pocket Cookies are making the wrong decision time and time again. And because of that, MTV is able to capitalize on their mistakes relatively easily, and they're just developing a larger and larger lead. 6,000 gold at less than 15 minutes. That's not great for Team Pocket Cookies. They're really going to have to pull a miracle out of the hat in order to be able to save this game.
And I mean, it's definitely possible. You have the Mundo who scales into the late game. You have this Nocturne Ari combo that should be roaming together and has been unable to do it to, you know, get picks and extend a lead just like that.
Oh, the charm from Ardor Maiden, but really he doesn't have enough damage. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Ugh, this is very tough.
And that's just the moral of the story. Too little, too late.
in from Astral, Damien, and the Wombo combo going in. Tiny Panther taking a lot of damage. Tai T, the ultimate coming in from Bowser Guy. Bowser Guy does a lot of damage. Tai T does pick up a kill, but falls himself to India. And now India just going ham. B. Crowley trying to get his healing off. Is pretty successful. The ultimate coming in from Prince Stack Trace, channeling every ability they can. B. Crowley does pick up a kill, but alas, 3 of his teammates have died, and he's underneath the tower, healing up his health. And he's trying to get something else, but there's just nothing else to be had. And now this is 3v2 situation. Bowser Guy's still hanging around, even though one ability should be enough to kill him. Anybody.
Yeah, and just to look at these comps here real quick, we have this Misfortune who you saw right there. She almost turned the entire game around off of an excellent ulti, but there's just no CC for her.
Oh! B. Crowley getting taken out. Oh, but you see TAT coming in, getting the ultimate off. Now he's looking for 2. Takes out Bojovnik, looking for Prince Stack Trace, and finds him, and Nia seems to be his next target. Ardor Maiden coming in, trying to get the assist, but Tai T does. And Nia walks away safe.
These guys don't care about comps, they just want to fight, you know, it's a show match.
Yeah!
But really, they have this Misfortune with a ginormous ulti that can just win team fights by itself, but no actual CC to try to keep a team stuck in there. It makes me kind of question, like, having the Ahri instead of something more, maybe like a Galio, just to be able to lock people up for your team to get their damage out.
I agree, and I think that this comp could be executed properly if Team Pocket Cookies is willing to try maybe split pushing. You have champions that are able to stay by themselves in other lanes, the Mundo and the Ahri. They're able to split push kind of effectively, and you're just not going to be winning team fights at this. So I'm not sure. That seems like the best option for them right now. What do you think, Demos? What can Team Pocket Cookies do other than Bowser Guy not paying attention?
I think they need to not AFK walk past their tower in the mid.
Yeah. Or not get caught out in the jungle. Tai T forces flash away, and Nia gets a flash taunt on him, and now the ultimate coming in from Bojovnik misses Tai T and B. Crowley, but Prince Stack Trace picks up the kill, and B. Crowley narrowly dodging the Ahri bubble, and Tiny Panther coming in, getting some distraction with Ardor Maiden. And B. Crowley will be able to walk away. Ardor Maiden does get an electrocute proc. B. Crowley not in a great spot. Astral getting an ulti off onto Ardor Maiden. This kind of a fiesta. Prince Stack Trace getting queued on by Ardor Maiden, who immediately gets taken out along with Tiny Panther and B. Crowley. That's a double kill for Astral and a triple kill for quadra kill for the team. And now this game is spiraling out of control. Bowser Guy forcing ulti a wave. This is very, very difficult to watch, as MTV is able to take really anything they want from Team Pocket Cookies with little to no resistance. They're just so far behind.
Yeah, and what they need to do is not do that. They need to be sitting by their towers, soaking up waves, trying to get farm and items on this Ahri, who literally just finished her first item for Ludens, and this Misfortune who, 19 minutes into the game still doesn't have level 2 boots. They really just need to stop trying to look for picks and, 5v5 and just sit under their tower, concede objectives if they need to, and just soak up as much experience and gold as possible.
Yeah, when on average your laners are usually 2 levels behind their opponent counterparts, it's time that you just kind of accept that you're behind and play passively and allow the minions and the waves to come to you. And if you have to give something up, then that's okay, as long as you're not dying 21 times in 20 minutes.
Yeah, and that's really just the moral of the story here. Lack of vision and over-aggressive play. Even right here, walking into this dragon pit, they're not going to get punished right now, but this is not something that they should really be attempting with how far behind they are.
I commend their effort, but you see Damon coming in and he's going to get vision of them. But they are taking it down pretty quickly, and they are able to take it. Maybe looking for a pick onto Damon. They don't see the bottom lane there yet. Tai T, very low, gets taken out. The ultimate coming in from Bowser guy, but he just doesn't have enough damage to get a kill. Damon gets taken out by Ardor Maiden. The Astral ult will be enough to pause the enemy onslaught. So a 1-for-1 trade, but Team Pocket Cookie does get the Cloud Drake. I'm shocked that worked as well as it did. To be honest.
And at this point in the game, that's so good for Team Pocket Cookies. Anything they can do to go even, or even a little bit ahead, and just stall out the game even longer, is super, super good for them. They snuffed the mid push, they got a Cloud Drag, Ari ulted the wall, and everybody on stream saw it, but it's okay.
Yeah, really the only reason that worked was because MTV missed. They should have had vision on the dragon. Even though it wasn't very likely that Team Pocket Cookies would take it, they should have had vision because they have the opportunity to completely snuff out any enemy vision. So they should have had vision on the Cloud Drake, and as soon as they see them take it, they either fight them at the Cloud Drake or they push and they take the towers that Team Pocket Cookies were no longer defending.
Absolutely. But now we get to the scary part. The Baron is up. We have a pick here, it looks like.
Yeah, you see Ardor Maiden looking for Pink Stack Trace, but he's got the can't be disabled from the unstoppable onslaught. Gets away. 4 members of Team Pocket Cookie. Very easy.
But as I was saying, Baron's coming up. You have this Ashe who has this fort. You have a Cassidy and a Rammus and a Scion who can tank this thing. Baron becomes a very legitimate option for Team MTV here to pick up, and you can see that Pocket Cookies doesn't have a lot of vision around it. They're going to need to extend that if they really want to have a chance to even go for a steal.
Yeah, and they have 3 members. They have the Misfortune, Jan, and the Ari, all sitting underneath that mid-tier 2 tower. They could Tai T, very low. Damon getting some pressure off. They could very well send one of those members drop a yellow ward onto Baron, but none of them are going. Now you see this tower, tier 2 mid tower, getting contested. The tier 2 bottom tower gets taken down by Damon. Maybe looking for a dive here. Gets spotted out by a ward.
And it sort of looks to me like MTV doesn't really know what to do at this point. And as I say that, they're dropping the Rift Herald. So maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, that is a pretty good usage of Rift Herald. I don't have any problems with it. Tai T gets a smite off on it, but it'll be able to do plenty of damage to this tower. It gets taken out pretty swiftly, though. And the tower remains, but you do see Prince Stack Trace up in the top lane, who does have a pretty free lane to split push. You see Crowley going up there, trying to stop it, but now you have Inia coming in for the 3v1, soon joined by Bojanic. I don't know. Anyways, the ultimate goes through and the team fight is breaking out. The flashes are going through from most members of TPC. Bojavnik picking up a kill on a Tiny Panther. Damon taking out Tai T, and this is going to be a slaughter. Ardor Maiden is caught out. Barely avoids getting taken out by any form of CC, but now you see MTV rotating towards Baron after 3 members of Team TPC, or Team Pocket Cookies, are wiped out. Wait, they're not going to Baron.
Looks like they decided they just want the towers.
Honestly, that's okay. They don't need to force the Baron right now. They have the resources and they have the opportunity to be able to take towers for free. Right now, they're looking to take this top tower, the inhibitor tower, and they have the minion wave to potentially... Nah, they're not going to be able to take the inhibitor tower in mid lane. They take the top tower, they take the mid tower, and they decide to reset. But honestly, that's okay. They don't really need Baron. It's not a risk of Team Pocket Cookies taking it, especially considering they don't have any vision around it. It's pretty much just MTV's game right now. See Tai T trying to get onto Prince Stack Trace, but he just uses Unstoppable Onslaught, gets away without any problem.
It's always my favorite thing to hear Scion shout cowards as he runs away from his enemies.
Yeah, no, because that's the most honorable and noble thing you're able to do.
What MTV just did, they need to do again. They need to go into that top side jungle. They need to secure as much vision as possible and just force onto the enemy. They have a 12k gold lead. Their Kassadin has 2.5 items to Ari's 1.5. Ashe has 2.5, and MF still only has 1 item and level 2 boots. Like, you can see her running away.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Summoner's blown that.
But all they need to do is set up for this Baron and just force a team fight, and the game is theirs. But they seem almost intent on A-ramming it up mid lane. It looks like they're going to listen here, but I don't see much hope for Team Pocket Cookies unless they can get some kind of godlike Baron steal or MF ulti or Kassadin can't TP or something like that. That's the only way I see this game going in their favor unless MTV throws massively.
I'm going to be entirely honest. The fact that Team Pocket Cookies haven't lost is a miracle. Anyways, you see Ania face tanking the entire enemy team, but he loses about half of his health. And then Tai T dies immediately. Bowser Guy and Tiny Panther soon to follow. Ardor Maiden trying to survive. Right now, they've pressured him off. They should be returning to Baron, but Ania finally returns. And this Baron is free to take 3 members. All the poor Scion. All the damage dealers of Team Pocket Cookies are dead, so there's really no risk of anybody testing or even stealing Baron.
Ari's looking for it. Directed camera wants to take bot lane for some reason instead of Baron, but there we go.
You know, this would be impressive. Gets the charm, almost the kill onto Astral, but Bojovnik coming in. Honestly, could 1v1. Ardor Maiden, your chances now. Not going to be doing it. That's tough. Baron taken by MTV. Does get a combo off onto Bojovnik, who flashes away. Ardor Maiden forced to flash away as well. Not forced to, but the ultimate coming in from Tai T, getting a kill. And now finds himself in the 3v1, gets taunted, and then brutally murdered by the axe of the Mad Barbarian.
And you know it's a sad day when you get zoned away from the Baron wall.
Oh, Damon, no! Bowser Guy running way too far forward.
And at this point, it sort of seems like MTV is just playing with their food. They're just trying to have a good time in the show match. They do play more times today, so you'd think they'd want to wrap this up quick, talk strategy with their coach, but...
I mean, honestly, when you're a 15 or 16,000 gold ahead, why not flaunt that, you know? Take this game that could have ended 10 minutes ago and make it last 27 minutes.
That's true, but at the same time, you know, you're supposed to be up here showing off your strengths. MTV right now to me is saying we don't know how to close out a game when we have a 13k gold lead and
that's also true. Yeah. Really, why aren't they in mid lane right now? Go into the mid lane with all your team and win. That's all you gotta do. Get vision of the enemies in their own jungle, because you can, because you're 16 or 15,000 gold ahead, and win. It's not that, oh, Tai T, you are out of position. You see the on my way ping coming. That's not a good idea. That's not a good idea. Right now they want, oh, he's gonna die. Anyways, Tiny Panther's getting chunked out tight. Oh, he gets the blast cone, but out of the pan and into the fire. Astral takes him out really easily.
You know, that's not really a play you can try to go for without a sweeper to make sure they can't see you. He was on a ward the entire time.
Yeah, and now you see Ardor Maiden force the ulti out of this line of fire. But it's really just going to be a bloodbath. Ardor Maiden finally calls the Prince Stack Trace. The Nami bubble comes in. Damon gets a rampage. And all 5 members... Oh, that's a double kill for Damon. Gets the one shot on Ardor Maiden. Now MTV seems intent on closing out the game. The Baron-empowered minions are there. B Crow League is the only member surviving. Tai T will be alive in 6 seconds. That will not be the difference. MTV takes the first Nexus Tower, and they are soon to take the second. And then... shortly after, the Nexus will fall and Team MTV will take the game.
And that was a fairly dominating game by MTV. The vision control early, the Immaculate just following people around the map and catching them out with the counter ganks and the roams was really clean. These two teams actually play each other again in the very next show match in, I don't know the time right now, but I believe about 15 minutes. So,
Yes, so Team Pocket Cookies will get their chance at retribution and may, if they change almost everything they did, then they should be able to change their play style and be able to try something new, and maybe it'll work for them.
I definitely agree, and I just feel like this sort of comp wasn't the right sort of comp for them. They had this roaming duo of Nocturne and Ari that really needed to make things happen early on to get their misfortune ahead, and they were just unable to do that due to the Rammus and the Cassidon being literally everywhere at once. So I'll be interested to see if next match they can actually make that happen, or if they just fall victim to a 34-8 game once again.
Absolutely. With that said, we have around 15 minutes until the next match starts. So, ladies and gentlemen, stick around, and we right back.